Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as Bitcoin is pumping. And the question I'm seeing a lot in the comments is this the beginning of a new bull run? And I don't actually make predictions. I actually look at probabilities. So to do that, I need to jump over to the charts. So let's get right into the weeds. And we can start over here on the daily candles for Bitcoin USDT over on the Binance exchange. Now, earlier in the week, in the video I posted on Monday, we were looking at Bitcoin's price essentially trading in this downward channel, and Bitcoin was setting lower highs and lower lows. However, on Monday, this candle here, Bitcoin's price was moving towards the upper trend line. And so the question at the time was, will Bitcoin's price just reject once again at the upper trend line and set another lower high and sell back off towards the lower trend line? Or would Bitcoin's price breach through the upper trend line? And that is actually precisely what it did. The next day, on Tuesday, Bitcoin's price breached above the trend line and actually managed to close above the trend line. And so with that all in mind, we ended up with a price target just shy of 31,000 based on the breakout of this channel. And so what I basically did in order to come up with this price target is I dropped in a line from the top of the channel to the bottom of the channel and then placed that line over here at the breakout. And the top of this target was coming in at around 30,700. And in fact, yesterday I posted a tweet over on Twitter with that price target up here around 31,000. And at the time, Wednesday morning, Bitcoin's price was still pumping and it was right around 29,000. And so Bitcoin's price still had a lot of ground to cover before hitting this price target of just shy of 31,000. And as you can see, the price tops out at exactly 30,800. So essentially a $100 difference between the price target that I drew in with this green line here and the actual price that it hit. Now, granted, the price pulled back before the end of the day and actually closed just shy of 30,000. And so this big wick at the top of this candle is essentially the sellers stepping up and pushing the price of Bitcoin down. Now today, the battle continues and we actually have sellers pushing the price down, but we have buyers stepping up, the big wick down at the bottom of the current candle, and pushing the price up. We're almost getting a doji candle, which would signify indecision, and today pretty much has been a day of indecision. The price has pumped up, but is also dumped, but finds itself pretty close to where it started the day. Now, with that all in mind, to address the question whether or not this is the start of a new bull run, it's really too early to say. But if we drop in our Fibonacci retracement levels, obviously a key level for the bulls to hold will be the 236 level, and that's going to put Bitcoin's price right around 29,775. They definitely want to keep the price above this level for starters. Worst case scenario, perhaps above the 382, which would be right around 29,000. As long as the bulls can keep the price of Bitcoin above, say, 29,000, it is possible to chop along in here, perhaps creating a bull flag before the next leg up. But at the end of the day, this pump up to just shy of 31,000 could just be a double top. When we look back, check our 6 at where Bitcoin ran into resistance at 31,000 here, we get the big wick down before the candle closes. We have a very similar wick down. And so again, this could be kind of a double top, not your textbook double top, but still a point of resistance up here at 31,000. If Bitcoin's price does reject here, it could very well, at a minimum, sell back down and retest this trend line, perhaps somewhere around the 786 level of the Fibonacci retracement, which would put it just shy of 27,000 at 26,921. And that is the type of pullback Bitcoin's price could experience if it pulls all the way back down below the 382 level and essentially the 618 level on the Fibonacci retracements. Now, Bitcoin is pumping, so on the flip side, if Bitcoin can break through this 31,000 level, the next target for the Bitcoin bulls would be way up here around 33,000. It's coming in at 32,982, so essentially 33,000. And so if the bulls continue to pump this price up, the price could actually pump another $2,000 up to 33,000, or even up to the 618 up here to 34,000. These would be realistic targets if the bulls can maintain this pump and momentum and charge ahead up to these upper levels. But right now I'm really keeping an eye on the zone more or less between the 236, maybe the 382, looking for Bitcoin's price to perhaps chop before it breaks out or breaks down. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. Again, if anything major happens over here on the charts, I will do an updated video. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.